Welcome to
Back to Flour. Hey Lina.
Hi Arno.
How are you?
I'm great.
Let's speak about pan bread today.
Amazing.
Okay.
So what do we see here?
The first thing we see when we buy a pan bread, because it's in a pack. Okay. The first thing you see is the outside color. So you see this one is pretty dark. This one is a little bit more white, let's say, and this one is really white. Okay. So that's the first thing the customer see.
That's why you buy the product to begin with.
Sometimes, yeah.
And there is that, and when you open the product, then there is the color of the crumb itself. And that, of course, will be impacted by the color itself, but also by the shape of the cells, the size of it.
The more the tiny cells, and the whiter it appears. That's impacting, because that depends how the light is reflected. So that's very important. And then you start having the product. So of course the surface of the crumb is important. The thickness of the crumb is also very important, because it's also providing some taste to the product. Yeah.
The mouthfeel and all of that. Yeah. Some people actually buy pan bread without crust.
Yeah, it exists, correct.
We don't have that here, but that exists. And well, when we talk about mouthfeel, this is also very impacted by the softness, the springiness of the product, the texture of it, the crumb texture. So how many cells? Again, the cells will be very important here.
Yeah, yes, we can really squeeze it like that, and then after you see if it's, this one is not most reactive, you can see. So that's interesting. We are speaking about shapes. Here we have some example, because the traditional one is like this, that's square. But you see we have also this round shape product. Smaller one, but you still have the same feeling about the softness and the springiness of the product.
Yeah, the attribute of it. And when we look at all of those different products, we can see that the size really matters, because well, here we have a bigger one than this one, so I guess that well, it needs to be strongly controlled if you want it to enter the package and to not break inside and all of that.
Exactly. So that there are different many things during the process impacting that. The dough quality, of course, but the proofing properties are also very important for that. But all these products, they have one common thing together. They are all sliced, you see. Right. And the slicing property of the final product is also very important, because you want to make a neat slice like it, always with the same shape. Very important. And you want that to happen easier.
Yeah, and all of them, they must be the same, and it will of course impact the crumbling of the product. We don't want too much crumbling, because
this one is almost not crumbling if you look at this.
Well, this one is even better, I think.
But this one we can have it's just removing. This one is also removing, and there is a link between the crumbling and the slicing properties. So that
goes a little bit together, right?
Yeah.
And when we speak about the final product, one thing that's very important is to be able to store it for a certain amount of time. So here, stalling, I guess, and moisture content will go together in order to ensure a good shelf life. Yeah,
that's definitely one of the main reasons why we like this type of product, because we want to store them, we want to keep them for some days, sometimes some weeks. And that's really very important. So the moisture is important, but also some other things, because flour here is also very important.
Yeah, it's one of the major components of this product. Of course, this is here we are entering into a complex recipe, but still flour is the major component. So the quality of the flour will play a major role in the shape, in the size, in the color, and all of that.
So what's in the flour is impacting?
So here for pan bread, major characteristic that you want to control would be enzymatic activity.
Is it? Not protein?
Well, protein will also be extremely important, but of course it's always, but in this case enzymatic activity will play a very important role on the color, on the proofing characteristics, also on the quality of the dough during process.
Okay, okay, so protein is here important, but not only. I think also something which is very important, because to have a very moist product you need to add a lot of water into the dough, and I know that starch damage is very important here.
Definitely, definitely, and it goes together with enzymatic activity in the end.
That's correct. That's correct. And speaking about starch, I think another thing which is also impacting the crumb structure is starch properties such as gelatinization.
Definitely.
You agree with that?
Definitely. No, gelatinization will play a major role during baking in ensuring a good formation of the crumb, cell repartition, the size of it. It's definitely important. And when we speak about the final product, well, we also want to control lipids, as it will impact many different attributes, but also the storing of it, the rancidity.
Yeah, and also the lipids which are in the flour, but sometimes lipids we are adding, they are also helping the gluten to develop, to flow itself. So it's really like a lubricating whole system, and that's very important.
So during a process, lipids also play a role. And
yeah, they are.
We were talking about color and enzymatic activity, damage starch, and all of that. Is there something else that we want to?
I think in some of these products you can have a serious amount of sugar, and sugar is really impacting a lot. Is impacting the color directly, because more sugar, more caramelization, and then of course it's more browning. But also sugar is fuel for yeast, so you have different proofing properties. Okay. And as we said, I mean, staling of this product and conservation of this product is very important, and we know there is one characteristic which is really leading about that. You want to say a little bit?
Well, I guess starch retrogradation here. Definitely it's going to be very important, because starch tends to go back to like a hard crystalline position once it has gelatinized, and if we want to keep a product for a long time, we need a limited retrogradation.
Okay, so it's not only about moisture, it's also about starch properties.
And this is funny, because here we have been talking about starch a lot. Like we hear all the time that protein for pan bread is extremely important, but in the end we realize that starch is also one of the main components that we want to control.
Totally agree. Thank you, Lena.
Well, thank you, Arno. Very nice.
Hey, Lena. Do you know that you can find much more information about pan bread if you go on our website